There are people all around you who are alive, but dying. Their hearts are beating, but their dreams are flatlining. They're breathing, but they're not really living. And according to Dr. Myles Munroe, there's one reason why. They have no vision. And the Bible says something shocking about people without vision. They perish. But what does that actually mean? And more importantly, how do you get vision that brings you to life? Stay with me. Hey beautiful souls, welcome back to the channel. And today we're unpacking one of Dr. Myles Munroe's most quoted and most life-changing teachings, the power of vision. Now, Proverbs 29 verse 18 says, "Where there is no vision, the people perish." But Dr. Munroe didn't just quote that verse. He lived it, he taught it, and he showed thousands of people how to discover the vision that would save their lives. Because here's the truth. You can be successful and still be perishing. You can have money, a good job, a nice house, and still wake up every day feeling empty, aimless, like you're just going through the motions. That's what life without vision looks like. But today we're going to change that. First, let's get clear on what vision actually is. Because most people confuse vision with goals, dreams, or ambition. Goals are what you want to accomplish. Dreams are what you hope will happen. Ambition is your drive to succeed. But vision is something completely different. Dr. Munroe defined vision as foresight with insight based on hindsight. I love that. It means vision is the ability to see what doesn't exist yet, based on what God has shown you about who you are and why you're here. Think about it like this. When an architect looks at an empty lot, they don't just see dirt and grass. They see the building that's going to stand there. They see the lobby, the offices, the people moving through the space. That building doesn't exist yet, but in the architect's mind, it's already real. That's vision. It's seeing the invisible before it becomes visible. It's knowing where you're going before you take the first step. It's having a mental picture of your future that's so clear, so compelling, that it pulls you forward even when the path is unclear. And here's what Dr. Munroe discovered. Vision doesn't come from you, it comes through you. God is the source of vision. He plants it in your spirit, and when you catch it, when you see it, when you embrace it, everything changes. Vision is heaven's blueprint for your life downloaded into your heart. Now let's talk about the hard part. Why people without vision perish. Because perish is a strong word, right? It doesn't just mean struggle or have a hard time. It means waste away, decay, deteriorate, cease to exist. Dr. Munroe explained it like this. When you have no vision, you have no direction. When you have no direction, you have no destination. And when you have no destination, any road will do. Here's what happens to people without vision. First, they drift. They just go wherever life pushes them. They take whatever job comes along, date whoever shows interest, follow whatever trend is popular. They're not steering their life, life is steering them. Second, they settle. Without vision, you'll accept mediocrity as your standard. You'll say good enough to things that should never be good enough. You'll stop reaching, stop growing, stop becoming. Third, they become distracted. Dr. Munroe said, when you don't know where you're going, everything looks like the way. Every opportunity looks good. Every shiny object catches your attention. You start 10 things and finish none of them. Fourth, they lose hope. This is where the perishing really happens. Without vision, you lose your sense of purpose. You start thinking, is this all there is? Is this what life is about? Working, paying bills, getting older, and then dying? And finally, they waste their potential. This was Dr. Munroe's greatest heartbreak. He'd see people with incredible gifts, amazing talents, brilliant minds, just wasting away because they had no vision for what they could become. But here's the good news. The opposite is also true. When you have vision, you come alive. You have purpose. You have direction. You have hope. You stop perishing and start flourishing. That's the power of vision. It literally saves your life. So the question becomes, how do you get vision? How do you discover what God has shown you about your future? Dr. Munroe gave us a roadmap, and I'm going to walk you through it step by step. Step 1. Spend time in God's presence. Vision doesn't come from your mind, it comes from your spirit. You have to get quiet enough, still enough, to hear what God is saying about your life. Prayer, meditation, worship, these aren't religious activities. They're vision-receiving activities. Step 2. Look at your burden. What breaks your heart about the world? What makes you angry? What problems do you see that you wish someone would solve? Dr. Munroe said, "Your burden is often your vision trying to get your attention. The thing that bothers you most might be your assignment." Step 3. Examine your passion. What makes you come alive? What would you do even if no one paid you? Where do you lose track of time? Your passion is a clue to your vision because God doesn't give you vision for things you hate doing. Step 4. Consider your gifts. What are you naturally good at? What do people always come to you for help with? Your gifts aren't random. They're tools for fulfilling your vision. Step 5. Write it down. This is huge. Habakkuk 2 verse 2 says, "Write the vision and make it plain." Dr. Munroe was obsessed with this principle. He said, "A vision that's not written down is just a dream. When you write it, you crystallize it. You make it tangible. So get a journal, a notebook, or open your phone and start writing. Don't worry about making it perfect or poetic. Just write what you see. Write where you're going. Write who you're becoming. Write what you're building." And here's what Dr. Munroe promised. When you write your vision with clarity, something supernatural happens. The universe starts cooperating with you. Opportunities align. Connections form. Resources appear. It's like heaven says, "Oh, you're serious about this? Okay, let me help you." Now, receiving vision is one thing. Living in the power of vision is another. Dr. Munroe taught us that vision has to become more than something you know. It has to become something you live. Here's how you activate the power of vision in your daily life. First, see it constantly. Read your written vision every single day. Dr. Munroe said, "You have to keep the vision in front of you. Put it on your mirror, your phone background, your car dashboard. The more you see it, the more real it becomes." Second, speak it boldly. Talk about your vision, not in an arrogant way, but in a faith-filled way. Say, "I'm building this. I'm going here. I'm becoming this." Your words have creative power. They start shaping your reality. Third, act on it daily. This is critical. Vision without action is just fantasy. Every day, do at least one thing that moves you toward your vision. Make one call. Read one chapter. Practice one skill. Small daily actions create massive long-term results. Fourth, protect it fiercely. Not everyone will understand your vision, and that's okay. Dr. Munroe said, "Don't share your vision with people who don't have the capacity to see it. Some people will discourage you, doubt you, or try to talk you out of it. Protect your vision like you'd protect your child." And fifth, expect opposition. Here's the reality. The bigger your vision, the bigger the resistance. But Dr. Munroe taught that opposition is actually confirmation. If the enemy is fighting you, it means you're on the right path. Your vision matters enough to be contested. Let me tell you about Jennifer. She was 42 years old, working in a job she hated, feeling like life had passed her by. She'd look in the mirror and think, "Is this it? Is this all I'm going to be?" Then Jennifer heard Dr. Munroe teach on vision, and something inside her woke up. She realized she'd been living everyone else's vision for her life, her parents' expectations, society's definition of success, her friends' opinions, but she had no vision of her own. So Jennifer did what Dr. Munroe taught. She got alone with God and asked, "What do you see for my life?" And in that quiet moment, she saw it. A community center where women who'd been through trauma could find healing, hope, and practical help. It was so clear. She could see the building, the programs, the women's faces. It scared her to death, but it also made her feel alive for the first time in years. Jennifer wrote down her vision. She started volunteering at existing programs to learn. She took courses on nonprofit management. She saved money. She started talking about her vision. 3 years later, Jennifer opened New Beginnings Center. It started with 8 women meeting in her living room. Today, it's a full facility that's helped over 500 women rebuild their lives. Jennifer told me, "I was perishing before I found my vision. Now I'm flourishing. The difference isn't my circumstances. It's that I finally know why I'm here." That's the power of vision. It doesn't just change what you do, it changes who you are. All right, let's make this practical for you right now. I'm going to give you a vision activation exercise that you can do this week. First, set aside 30 minutes of uninterrupted time. Turn off your phone. Get away from distractions. Grab a journal and a pen. Second, ask yourself these 5 questions and write whatever comes to mind. If I knew I couldn't fail, what would I attempt for God? What do I want people to say about my life at my funeral? What problem in the world do I wish I could solve? What would I do even if no one paid me to do it? What does my life look like 5 years from now if I'm walking in God's perfect will? Third, look at your answers. Circle themes that keep appearing. Those repeated themes are your vision trying to emerge. Fourth, write one clear vision statement. It doesn't have to be fancy. Something like, "I see myself helping young people discover their purpose," or "I see myself leading a business that serves my community," or "I see myself building a family rooted in faith and love." And fifth, share your vision with one person who will encourage you, not criticize you, not doubt you, but champion you. Vision grows stronger when it's spoken. If this message is awakening vision inside you, I need you to hit that like button and tell me in the comments. What vision are you beginning to see for your life? Even if it's not fully clear yet, what's emerging? What's stirring in your spirit? And listen, if you want more content that will help you discover, develop, and live out your God-given vision, smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We're building a community of visionaries who refuse to perish, who are determined to flourish in their purpose. I'm dropping vision-activating content every week because I believe it's time for God's people to stop drifting and start walking in the clarity of divine vision. Remember this truth. You were not born to wander aimlessly through life. You were born with a destination already programmed into your spirit. Vision is not a luxury for the special few. It's a necessity for everyone who wants to truly live. Without it, you perish. With it, you flourish. So open your spiritual eyes. Ask God to show you what He sees. Write it down. Believe it. Pursue it with everything in you. Your vision is waiting. Your future is calling. Your purpose is clear, you just have to see it. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, see your future, believe your vision, and live like the person God created you to be. God bless you.